Psalms 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I'm God." That means that in order for you to get in direct contact with God, you first need to be still. Being still just means you reach theta state. You have brainwaves. You can only get in contact with God once your brainwaves are lower. And theta is the closest you can get once you're conscious. Once you're asleep or you're doing your day-to-day task, you're not in theta mode anymore. So the main goal that this Bible verse is saying is you first need to reach theta. Once you reach theta, then from there you can imagine your perfect circumstance. You can start to imagine you having that car. You can start to imagine you having that house, that relationship, that money. It's only from there that you're gonna be able to alter your identity. It's only from there that you're gonna be able to spark your emotion. Just sit in a quiet place where there is absolutely no noise, no nothing, and then close your eyes. You need to close your eyes because, as Matthew 6:6 says, pray to your Father which is in the secret place. The secret place is within you. The secret place is the kingdom. Basically, just sit on a sofa or on your bed. Don't fall asleep though. Close your eyes, make sure it's complete silence, and then wait until you reach theta state. Let all your thoughts marinate into your head. Don't fight them, don't argue with them. I don't know if you've seen like in those cartoons where there are people talking and then you just enter from here and then you go out from there. Well, you need to do the same thing with your thoughts. Let them come and then let them go. Do not argue with them, just observe them. Once you reach theta state, which can take up to like 10, 15, 20 minutes, it depends on the person. But it's only from there that you can start to imagine whatever you want, the perfect situation. You can start to imagine you having that house. You can start to imagine you having that beautiful relationship. You can start to imagine yourself having more money. You can start to imagine yourself driving your dream car. And it's from there that you're gonna spark the emotion of what it represents. That's how you seek the kingdom first. And I'm not one of those people that are gonna tell you it's gonna fall from the sky. No, the way it's gonna happen, you're gonna change your identity through your emotion. As soon as you change your identity through your emotion, you're gonna receive inner guidance. That is just intuition. Intuition is basically the voice that tells you do this or do that. Let's say you open the fridge, there's nothing in there. Your intuition is gonna tell you to go to the grocery store. Or let's say you have no gas in your car, then your intuition is gonna tell you go to the gas station. It's that same voice that's gonna tell you exactly how to get whatever you want. And the way you reach that voice is through Psalm 46:10. You reach theta states, you relax yourself, you close your eyes, and then you start to imagine the perfect circumstance. By doing that, you eventually spark the emotion. And since emotion is where everything comes from, you eventually gonna get the reality that you desire. And if somebody that try your absolute best, whether it's to improve your business, get a better relationship, improve your career, or just get a better job, but you still don't get it, is because you're misaligned. So if you need help with that, link in the description. I'm gonna help you get you out of that situation. Because everybody wants to change, right? But the reason it's not happening is because they're misaligned on the subconscious and conscious level. And I have a video that explains that in details. It's called Why You Can Manifest and How to Fix It. I'm gonna put it in the description. But one more thing before we end the video, because it's not just as easy as this. Sometimes life will throw stuff at you, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how to overcome it. It's the same technique, but a different approach. Let's say you try your best, right? And this still don't happen. Something on the external happened that you really do not like. Either a guy or a girl broke your heart, or you lost a lot of money, or you're just facing a bunch of rejection, or you just like keep going in an endless cycle of failure. Well, you need to manage emotion once those situation comes, because in this physical world, it just can't be perfect. Because life is a cycle. There will always be up and there will always be down. The only way you can manage those high and lows is by staying neutral, and this is exactly how you stay neutral so that you can go through whatever storm you're going. You get on onto the reality. Something really bad happened. You lose money, that guy or that girl leave you, your business doesn't work, or you keep failing. Well, the first thing you need to do is to not ignore those emotions, because the problem is if you ignore the bad things that happen in your life, you're gonna use the outside world to distract yourself from it. And that's exactly how you destroy yourself. So the way you do this in order for you to not destroy yourself once those things happen in your life is you calm down your emotion. And the way you calm down your emotion is the same here. By using what Psalms 46:10 says, be still and know God. Because most people, when they go through life, two things happen. One, they destroy their life and they distract themselves. They just like avoid the problem. And two, they tell themselves positive things right away, but this still do not change, because going from negative to positive is a big jump of energy. You first need to reach neutrality, and that's what it means to calm down your emotion. You need to neutralize your emotion. And the way you do that is Psalm 46:10. First, you chill and you close your eyes until you reach theta state. It's by reaching theta state that you're gonna be able to calm down your emotion. And the way you do this, you immerse yourself into the negativity. I know a lot of people tell you, no, your thoughts create your reality. Do not think about that bad things and yati and yata. But I'm telling you, if you don't fight your emotion, they're gonna destroy you. You might not think about them now, but later it's gonna come back stronger. So the way you deal with that, you immerse yourself into it. You immerse yourself by using this technique. Lay on your bed, close your eyes, be in complete silence, and do nothing. Let those negative emotions come up, and at a certain point, your mind will beat it. Your mind has three components: superconscious, subconscious, and conscious. The problem is you think you're just using the conscious, but no. By doing this technique, you're gonna tap into the subconscious, and eventually the superconscious will come in hands too. And it's the superconscious that's gonna make you calm down. That's how you get connected to God. God is the superconscious, and the way you get to the superconscious is through your subconscious, is through your emotion. Once you calm down your emotion, God will eventually intervene in your life in whatever you're going through. So once your emotion are calm, then you can start to imagine the opposite of what you want to happen. Let's say you go to a breakup, right? Immerse yourself into that negativity. Immerse yourself into the emotion of what it feels, and do nothing. Let those emotions marinate inside of you. Yes, it will hurt, but eventually it will pass. It always does. And that's the power of God. That's the power of this verse. And once it does, you can start to imagine yourself either overcoming what you're going through, or just imagine yourself with somebody new. This is how you do it. But you cannot do that. You cannot imagine yourself with somebody new, or imagine yourself overcoming it, if you don't calm down your emotion first. That's why telling positive things to yourself right away doesn't work. You first need to reach neutrality. You need first to calm down your emotion. You lose a lot of money from an investment. Calm down your emotion. Let those negative emotions marinate inside of you. Feel the loss. And then, after a moment, you understand that you feel lighter. Only when you start to feel lighter, that's when you can start to imagine that that investment worked. In the real world, it might not have worked, but the key here is to alter your emotion so that eventually your reality will change. So even though you went through something and you take the L, if you keep imagining yourself getting out of that situation and having a win, eventually reality will catch up, because it's the internal first and then the external later. One last example. I remember when I came here, I struggled to pay the rent. I didn't have enough money. So what I did is I literally immersed myself into being evicted. And eventually, those emotions calmed down. I wasn't scared of being evicted anymore. I still needed to find a solution externally on how to fix it, but at least it was less heavy. And it's only from there that you can start to imagine what you want to happen. What I did is I started to imagine myself either in a new apartment or being able to pay the rent. And eventually, guess what? God created a way. The way He created a way, He gave me intuition. And then from that intuition, I started to take action. And then eventually my reality changed. Simple as that. This is how you do it. And if you need more help to install your life, whether it's in business, relationship, career, or job, link in the description. But other than that, don't forget to take screenshots, because by tomorrow you're gonna forget this, trust me. Other than that, peace.